Previously on Chosen Ones, Shui wakes up from his encounter with Winona, seeming to forget some of what she told him as he relays their meeting to the party. The group continues forward to Moonfoam and meets with the village chief briefly before leaving for Greenflower. For their last night watch, Shui and Aviath remain awake, coming across a woman with a wide-brimmed hat gripping the beak of a jabber. The two ask her questions about the creature, which she seems to have an odd amount of information on, before Aviath decides it's best to leave after the stranger recognized the sleeping Brandy as an apigram tiefling. They proceed, looking back briefly to see the woman turn the jabber to dust before she walks back into the forest. Aviath wakes up Brandy to take over the watch, informing him about the woman and the now dead jabber. Soon, our heroes find themselves on the edge of Greenflower, the sun rising up to greet them as they ponder the fate of Dashi, with the trial soon to come.
Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
You have entered the town at this point. I noted it is a tourist town, so there are a lot of people kind of out and about wandering. Shui, you've been here quite a few times, even though it is a full day's travel from Moonfoam. It's one of those places where it's kind of like, it's like living out in the country. You have to go into the city to get some major supplies if you need them. And Dashi would have taken you here quite a bit, especially when you were younger. She was a very notable figure in the town. A lot of people would recognize her and shout out to her. She was generally very well liked in the city. And yeah, so you have a pretty good idea of what is around here, and you guys have arrived, I believe, 3 days. That might not be fully correct, but we'll go with 3 days, because I think you traveled. Your time was cut because of Hestia. So I think you arrived 3 days in advance.
Also, I remember beforehand, Brandy had cast Mask of Many Faces to look human as they entered the big city.
Oh, right. So what I will do is, since that is a spell that requires you to cast it every hour, occasionally I might have you roll a history check depending on what's going on. If you're doing something pretty passive that's not super, engaging as Brandy, I won't have you roll it because it's pretty easy to remember that. But if you're doing something where it's a possibility you might not be paying attention to the time, I'll have you roll history.
Doing a math quiz. Then he won't remember.
He's in the middle of doing a Sudoku puzzle.
Oh, fuck, dude. If I don't finish the Sudoku puzzle, I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, shit.
And then
he turns back
self-drops.
to normal.
It's like, oh, fuck. That's now an even bigger problem.
Curse Sudoku.
I can't wait for the Sudoku death arc.
So yeah, you are arriving in the city with Dashi's trial 3 days away, and your purpose outside of that, your secondary purpose, because Dashi is probably your primary focus, is the ghost ship was the mission that the mentor sent you on.
And our third purpose is to just have fun.
That's
Enjoy
right.
ourselves.
This is vacation time. You
Vibe.
guys kind of had to bounce really fast, and now it's time to get crunk because you didn't get to do that before you left. So
Let's do it.
You know what? We gotta go shopping.
And so Shui kind of runs into the town once they get to the entrance of it, and he's just kind of like, whoa, it's still the same as I remembered. But wait, do you see that?
See what?
The ship?
And then he points to the shore, the horizon.
I'm sorry. I just fucking love the whoa. It's exactly the same.
Yeah. For him, he's like, I've been gone for 2 years. How is it the same?
Yeah.
Even though it's only been a month.
3 months.
3 months.
I mean, it depends on how frequently. I would say you probably would have at least visited here once a month.
Mm-hmm.
You made a lot of friends here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to meet them all. You have to introduce us to all of them right now. So Cassie has to make 300 NPCs.
Wow, she's
And
popular.
remember all their names.
They're all gonna be one syllable. It's gonna be like Sue,
Joe, Poe, Ro.
Do, Boo,
Yeah.
Rue. Ah, fuck, that one's taken.
Yeah.
You fucked up already.
You know that nobody in the world can have the exact same name as another person.
No, not in the same campaign. Way too fucking confusing. We already have 2 Oscars.
It's fine.
They're different enough that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one. We never saw Oscar's face in his uncle, so.
Shuey, do you know anywhere to drop off my horse by any chance?
You need to drop your horse off? Isn't it a spell?
I suppose, but I would have to recast the spell. Just
I guess so.
seems slightly inconvenient.
Yeah, she's like, sure. And then he kind of turns around and he's like, there should be stables right over there. And then he points.
All right, let's see. And he heads off to his stable to drop off his horse.
You find one pretty easily, and the fee isn't super bad. It's just a gold per night that you keep them in the stable.
Okay, how many nights are they going to stay?
You know it's going to be at least 3 because Dashi, or at least 2, because Dashi's trial is in 3 days.
And he's not going to need a horse throughout that time, right? Unless
Unless you want to just go ride in for fun.
he's just going to ask, like, we're not going to tackle the ghost mission first, right? Our plan is to save that for after Dashi's trial.
That's the plan, at least.
Sounds like a good plan, then. I'll reserve for 2 nights. And he puts down 2 gold, then.
The furbolg behind the counter kind of looks at the gold and picks it up and does the traditional, like, bite into it to make sure that it's real. You can hear the sound of his teeth breaking as he does so.
Bit into that real hard.
Yeah. And it bends almost, like, entirely in half, and he nods at that, and he's like, and puts it into his pocket.
I love this deep, enriching character. Can't wait to get to know his whole fucking backstory. What does this man look like, Cassie?
He is a furbolg with bright red hair, some kind of freckles down his cheeks and arms. Mm-hmm. That's it.
He's not wearing anything? Not wearing any clothes?
You can't tell behind this counter. At the very least, not wearing a shirt.
Fucking nude-ass man.
I did say he put his the gold into his pants, so I guess pants have appeared on
He
him.
at least has pants.
Either that or he has a skin pocket, and that's
Stop
just...
it. Like a kangaroo.
He's a kangaroo. Oh god, I hate that.
He's
That's
a
the
druid.
worst.
He's a furbolg druid.
Hey,
He just
He
makes
turns into a kangaroo just to put the gold away.
only his lower half of a kangaroo. Or
oh, I hate it.
I hate this
Only for the
monstrosity we've made. His spark his ability to only half cast a spell. The most useless spark.
To you.
He can't fully cast any spell, only half.
Shui kind of smiles and looks at Yaya and is like, hey, does gold taste good? He always does that, and I don't know why.
No, it doesn't at all. That's why I found it interesting that he bit so hard into it.
You see his eyes kind of go wide a bit when he recognizes you, Shui. You just hear him go, Shui.
Continue to speak your words of wisdom to us, Furbolg man.
What's his name?
The people in the town just call him Pops.
Okay. Okay. Just
Mr. Pops.
wait, the words I was going to say next in Shui's voice, I had to reconsider. So anyway,
No, do it. Say
no,
it. Say it.
it's,
Anyway.
it's already been erased.
Say it, and then you
I've
can say your
already-
real thing.
I've gone off course already.
God damn it.
She was like, "Hi, Pops," and he's waving. Have you heard about Master Dashi?
Not a man of many words, I see.
You really ain't.
And then Shui, like, translates, and he's like, no, he said it. And then he
I
goes
was
on
literally
this
just gonna
long
do that.
tirade.
Shayna, stop reading my fucking mind. God, now you ruined the joke.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it like I did.
Still, just do it.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Somebody said, not a man of many words or something like that. And Shui's like, no, he just said the last time he saw Master Dashi was 2-3 weeks ago, that he saw her, and then he kind of looks around, or looks down at the ground, and he's like, he saw her in handcuffs.
You
Isn't that right? See?
You got all that from... What language is this man speaking?
Comment, duh. No, I'm kidding. Sometimes you have to perceive not with your ears, but with your heart.
Chewie.
That's the most bullshit fucking thing.
He said he likes your armor, Avaya. Sorry. He likes your armor, Yaya.
Oh, why thank you.
As thrilling as this conversation is, let's head a little bit more into the city, yeah?
Yeah, come on.
Sure thing.
See ya, Pops.
He like puts a fist heavily down onto the desk in front of him and just goes,
Oh?
and then he waves at you.
Gives a slight nod, and then continues walking.
Shui's waving the whole time.
Wyeth enthusiastically waves back, but also confused.
So, if we're going to this trial thing, I wonder if... I mean, not to say... I'm just wondering if I look a little shabby for something so official.
Oh.
Yeah, you look really shabby. No.
No way, piece of shit!
Wow, Theo, you've been wearing those clothes for like a month.
Literally, though.
Well, now that you mention it, he kind of looks at what he's wearing. I've always kind of worn these clothes. But, Theo, you don't look shabby at all.
Thanks, but I don't know. I feel like it's just... I guess I'm just feeling self-conscious.
No, that's fair. I was, thinking about looking around town, seeing if I can get something myself, so...
Like shopping?
Yeah, kinda like that.
I mean, we have time, so why not?
Let's go on a shopping trip.
Then we have a musical number where we have
Yeah.
The music,
everyone
Cassie,
going
go!
into everyone going into the little changing rooms, coming out with different outfits, and everyone shaking their head.
That's really good.
Yeah, and then Aviath comes out with the same armor every time.
I was about to have, like, intro the montage. Wyeth is like, I'm not taking off the armor, by the way. And then the montage
Like
just keeps
he's
going.
actually changing clothes under the armor, but
Under the armor, or even better, on top of the armor.
God.
oh my god.
Tears through half of the things he puts on and has to pay for all of them. He's broke by the time it's over.
He went into a Gucci store and every item he destroyed, and he's in debt now. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm glad that Gucci exists in this world.
I'll catch you guys later. I actually would like to buy some armor instead of a new set of clothes. I mean, I always wear my armor on top of my clothes anyways.
That makes sense, I suppose.
He's just like, I don't wear clothes under this armor anyway.
Okay, and then I was gonna say, this is actually perfect for our fake movie shopping montage because I made a bunch of different outfits for Theo, so...
And they'll flash on the screen right now.
You better do it, Cassie. Remember.
It's in my notes now because I just
Good.
said it. My verbal notes. Note to Cassie, put Theo's here. Put all the Theos.
Yes, here. Brandy will say though, like,
Do we want to maybe decide on a meeting place then, if we're gonna be splitting up?
How about that clothing store right there?
I mean, sounds fine by me, I guess.
Alright then. Let's see you guys there.
Nod, nod.
Now, where's the closest armor shop?
I think when Yaya mentions armor, she's like, oh, I can look cool. Like, Aviath? What the heck? And so I think he's actually going to go with Aviath. I wanted to go with Theo and Brandy, but armor... You said armor.
I would love to see Shuey in armor too big for him.
Eee.
I too would love that, and I also would love to see Shuey in like samurai armor. That would be kind of cool.
He's gonna go with Yaya.
So just in terms of like the general shops and stuff in the town, there's what you would normally expect. So like armories, like blacksmiths, potion shops, restaurants, clothing stores, pretty much anything that you would normally expect in like a fantasy-based town. Nothing super out there, just for shopping purposes. So if you want to come up with a place you could go, I have some places pre-planned, but it's also just open.
What's your pre-planned
Well, yeah,
places?
what are
what the
Give
fuck
us
are
your
your
pre-planned
yeah.
places?
Your PPPs.
There is, because this is a tourist attraction, there are those kind of like when you go to like Disneyland, those places set up like the maps on the boards that you can kind of approach. So the places that you can see that you can visit would be, they have inns kind of dotted around of various degrees of like fancy, you know, they range from like the motel pit stops to very high, like what would be equivalent of like 5-star hotels. They also have a couple of armories around. They seem to be pretty basic. They might have a couple of special things, but you're not sure. Potion shop is definitely one of the selling points of this town. Restaurants of all kinds. There is also a Hall of Fame that is, it looks to be new. You don't recognize that, Shui.
Ooh, he's gonna want to go there.
There are the fishing boats and docks where you can rent a boat if you so desire. There is a bounty board. And there is a local tavern that's very popular called the Brawl Pit.
I wonder what goes on there.
I would not name my bar that.
And there is, because this is in Dendara and it's a major city, there is in every major city in Dendara a church, a Twinkle of Twilight church.
There's a lot of places I'm interested in.
Hey, Yaya, I'm gonna go with you.
Oh, really? You're interested in buying some armor?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's quite expensive, so make sure you've got enough gold.
Should I count it?
Well, we were given quite a lot. I don't imagine you'd wear anything too heavy, so you should be fine.
Okay. I want armor like you.
Armor like me? Perhaps something a little lighter might fit your size. No offense.
You manlit?
Offense taken. No.
Well, we can try things on, see what fits you.
Shui kind of walks in front of Aviath a little bit, and he's like, I think there was an armory. What about that one? Let's try that one first.
Oh, there's one right there. Let's try that.
And you guys pick out a pretty nice shop. It would probably have a name, but
Yeah.
I sigh. It
You want
would
me to
have
improvise?
a name.
You want me to improvise? Hold on, I'll say.
Sure. Oh, it would be nice because this place is like the town name is flower themed. If they were all like flower themed places, so like
Ooh, let's look at flower names.
it doesn't have to be a flower name. Like it could just be this one's called like the Open Petal Armory.
Okay, I like that one. So, what's actually in this armory?
So it's just that's the kind of armor that is available, pretty much the default D&D armor that you can get. You do also note while you were in the store, though, they have an enhancement that you can add to your armor. You can add to any armor a magical enhancement called Armor of the Sea, and you gain the ability to swim your full movement while wearing this armor with this enhancement.
Ooh.
And it's 250 gold to add that to your armory, or to your armor.
250, that's a lot. I can barely afford it. Yeah. Time to go broke.
It is a magical permanent enhancement, so.
Yeah, Haviath will walk right up and be like, hello there, do you mind if I take this? He doesn't do that. Hello there, do you mind if I take his... Yes. I messed up my line.
Your line.
Do you mind if I take a second to browse what armor you have here?
Sure, go right ahead.
And he looks around, and then he finds, conveniently, a white suit of armor that looks very similar to the one he already has. And he points to that one and be like, could I part? Oh my god, I'm talking up so much.
Sir, are you sure you don't need assistance?
Could I purchase that splint armor right there?
If you would like to.
Alright, how much?
That's 200 gold.
Hey, Yaya, look at me! Oh, ow.
What?
He comes out in like armor that is definitely too big for him.
The shop owner looks at you with a tight smile. It's just like, if you scoff it, you buy it.
I'll try not to.
Oh, be careful then, Chewie. Maybe it's something a little bit
He's
smaller.
wearing full plate armor, the most expensive thing in the store.
This is kind of heavy.
Yeah, can you lift your arms up?
Okay. Creak! No, I'm just kidding. Kinda. Hey, do you think I can do a backflip in this?
Don't try that.
Please
Let's look around.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
In your case, Shui, you tend to be quite acrobatic when fighting. I actually suggest armor that looks quite the opposite. Here's some pretty light armor that might suit your style. And he grabs out, or he points to studded leather armor.
This looks lame.
Hmm.
Do you have anything that looks more like pow or like whoosh?
I am able to customize any clothing to your liking. I can do it in an instant. That's my spark.
She's like, you're a spark too?
Of course, there's been an influx in them in Greenflower lately. Little bit odd. No new people, just a lot of new people discovering sparks.
Looks like Arthur missed a handful then.
Oh, Merlin's grandson?
Yes. Do you know him?
Of course, he's related to the Chosen One.
I see, yes. He was actually seeking out sparks,
Oh,
hoping to get to know them.
what for?
You fool.
Well, he's actually running a training program.
Oh, that started back up again?
I did.
Oh, you fool!
Hey, Yaya, were we supposed to say that?
This bitch is gonna kill you!
I'm not sure. I don't know.
You see the
It's
shop
not-
owner kind of tilts her head curiously, and she's like, were you not supposed to say that?
I'm sorry, please keep this a secret. I'm not sure if I was.
She smiles, and she's just like, oh, of course. Of course, I won't say anything. Interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you were looking to purchase today?
Is there anything else you have besides just armor?
No, just armor in this shop.
Can I have him see a little thing for Armor of the Sea, I guess?
Yeah, they would just have specialization. It's like a poster up on the wall, essentially, that talks about it as a special.
Yeah, so he sees a poster on the wall for Armor of the Sea, and he's like, oh, an enhancement. Interesting. Seems like it could be useful. Could I purchase this as well?
Sure, we can add that in addition to your armor.
Great, thanks. And he puts down 250 more gold.
Snatches that up, puts it into a little baggie behind the counter, and then we'll go over to the armor that you're working on, takes out like a little spell scroll from her back pocket and seems to start to work on it a bit. And she's like, did you want any customization to it?
I do want to sort of match the style I have going on now, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. She goes up and she touches it, and you see this very bright light kind of extend from her fingertips across the armor as it almost seems to duplicate itself to match what you're already wearing.
Maybe add like some little wings on the side of the helmet and a horn here. He just points out like a couple minor updates.
She keeps
just
like
to make it a
touching
little
it like
cooler.
every time you say that, and it keeps like changing, like morphing.
Yeah. He's like, that looks perfect, thank you.
There's a lot of additions.
Sorry about that.
And she looks over to Shui, is just like, did you have anything that you wanted?
Hang on a second. And he's like running around picking out pieces of armor, not like necessarily full sets. And he's gonna go up to her with like his arms kind of full. And he's got like some knee guards and arm guards that he wants to kind of get attached to some clothing that he does not have yet, but he will purchase eventually. But right now, he's just getting the armor pieces. And he's like, could I get this? And I think it's more like, I guess like studded leather.
Okay.
I mean, it's more, I had like metal in mind, but it's not a breastplate.
You can always just pick the stats that you're looking for and customize it aesthetically to what you want. So it doesn't have to actually look like armor when he wears it.
Okay.
She literally has a spark to change it to look what you want.
Okay. So I guess studded leather is fine.
Okay. And were you looking to get the enhancement?
Armor of the Sea? That one?
Yes.
Did Yaya get it?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I gotta remember. She was thinking, and he's like,
But Avaya's armor is so heavy, he definitely needs it to swim. I don't know about Shui.
She's like, yeah, I'll get it.
Alrighty then, altogether that will be 295 gold.
Okay, here's one, and then 2, and 3, and then he just dumps it back on the table.
She has a little weight on the counter that she used for Aviath to like properly weigh it to make sure it's enough.
Okay. He does that.
Yeah. And she evens it out, and you can subtract that gold from your inventory as she puts it away.
Okay.
Did you want this customized?
Yeah, I want it to look like this. Insert description, but I don't know the description because I haven't drawn it yet, so...
I want it to look like this. He puts like a finger to each temple and just like squints, like he's trying to send the image to her.
I want it to look like insert armor description here.
Text-to-speech armor here.
Text-to-speech armor here.
Oh my god.
And then we fade to black, and we switch over to Brandy and Theo.
Thanks for this lovely transition.
You're welcome.
So natural.
Yeah, so you guys both purchase. Let me actually transition. You guys both purchase your armor, finish up getting what you want from her, and because it is an instantaneous spark, you don't have to wait for her to size it or properly fix it to you. You can essentially buy it and leave. So just make sure that's all checked out on your armor, and you are gone. And I love how you guys are saying, like, oh, this bitch is gonna kill us, when she has no name, race, or image. So
She sure sounded like a bitch who would kill us. She sounded real upset hearing that information. I'm just saying.
you don't know if that's just a general tone that people have towards
Just
this.
saying, dude. I'm just saying. It's fishy.
You would know that the program failed before.
I'm just saying. It's fishy, man. It's fishy.
You're in a fishing town.
Cass. Shut up.
There's a lot of fishy things here. Anyway, we're slipping on over to the
I hate the phrase slipping. We're slipping on over.
Theo and Brandy, who are on a shopping date. So
Here we go.
let's slip into a more comfortable scene.
Cassie, can we please fucking...
God.
Oh,
I'm not interrupting you. The scene hasn't started yet.
I know, but I just... It's not that you're interrupting, it's that you're prolonging the terrible jokes.
The slipping. Yeah, we step into that clothing store that was pointed out earlier.
What are you thinking about getting? What are you, any ideas of what you're looking for? I mean, I've never personally been to court, so I don't know what all to dress like, to be honest.
I haven't really had a reason to either, but I was just thinking maybe if I had something a little bit more put together, or I guess slightly more fancy than this.
I mean, I think that looks nice, but I get what you mean.
I don't know. I don't know. I want to look respectable enough, I guess.
That's fair. I've never owned a nice pair of clothes in my life, so this will be a welcome change.
Theo gives a pained look. He's like, so what are you thinking of? I mean, it's starting to grow into winter now, so perhaps something a little warmer.
Yeah, I was thinking something to cover up with, something to, keep out the cold. Not that I have too big a problem with it. I don't know.
That sounds like a good idea. I might get a cape myself.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad call, especially if we're going to be traveling more. Doubles up as like a blanket or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then look around to find exactly the things that I drew.
Same! Isn't
Wow,
that
they're
incredible?
here.
They're right here! Whoa!
It's exactly what I pictured in
Put
my
them up
head.
on the screen right now! That was the effect for them to be on the screen right now, the new designs.
I got it. I'll copy and save that effect and reuse it in the future.
Good. Okay.
Thank you. I needed a clean version of
You're
it.
welcome. I know. Today's energy is weird.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think it's morphed into something new.
It's fine. We're settling back into it. But yeah, purchase outfit. How much did outfit cost?
That's pretty cheap because it's not like armor or anything. I would say for the outfits that you guys bought, probably like 2 gold each.
So Theo goes to pay for his outfit, and he opens up his little pouch of gold, and he's like, why is there so much? This isn't right. I swear I counted. No wonder everything felt so much heavier.
What do you mean?
I swear I did not have this much
I'm sure you're fine.
I swear, I did not have. This is way more.
Well, you can't have too much gold, yeah? Should be fine, right?
He looks bewildered. I guess.
I wouldn't think too hard about it.
I do not know how that happened. I swear I counted. And he goes and he pays.
I do as well.
All right.
I think you've made very nice choices, Brandy.
Thank you. I think you made a good choice yourself.
We look so much fancier now.
Hopefully fit to be in court.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, probably.
I want to check out that fucking Hall of Fame, TBH.
Okay. Were you guys going to meet up after your clothing shops, or were you going to keep going off on your own?
Yeah.
Might as well meet up. I don't see any reason for the others to be on our own.
Well, hold on now.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me see.
I want to give Theo and Brandy time to make out.
Whoa! Maybe I just want some Shui and Yaya bonding time. Okay, how about that?
I was thinking the potion shop.
I literally was also like,
I was thinking the potion
potions.
shop.
They just happened to meet at the potion shop.
Or we can meet up normally and then meet up at the potion shop, or then go to the potion shop together as a family. Or we can just run into each other at the potion shop.
Okay, so you guys are going to the potion shop then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're all going together?
Sure.
No,
We meet up there coincidentally.
coincidentally.
Okay, you meet up at the potion shop. As you guys are going, what's everyone's passive perception?
Oh, it's so good.
Why do you ask this in such a hurried voice? Also, what the fuck? Why is my pat? Oh, I know why it's so high now. It's 19.
Goddamn.
14.
Yeah, mine's so good. It's a 12.
I don't see anything.
15.
Aviath and Theo, you would see as you guys are approaching this shop, just kind of like, not super far off, but kind of heading through town, you would see kind of like these guards on either side of a woman.
Oh dear God, thank God, thank you God, I don't want to see this.
Walking through with guards on either side of her. It does not look like she is a prisoner. It looks more like she is protected, appears to be an Asmer woman, which you would know, Asmers in this world, they do tend to vary greatly from person to person, so it's not super uncommon for them to have very different appearances. You would note her walking off in the distance with a guard on either side of her. She has long, curly brown hair that goes about halfway down her back, 4 glowing yellow eyes, an eye tattoo in the center of her chest, and 2 cuffs, one on each wrist, that both glow a soft purple.
That woman looks important.
What woman?
Look, she has guards on both sides of her.
Lux.
Can we be polite?
Y'all don't fucking stare.
Oh, is that rude?
I feel like.
Hey,
I feel like it is.
let's go inside the shop.
Should we just go over and say hi to her then?
Go inside the shop.
Did you point it out to Brandy and Chewie?
Yeah.
Brandy and Chewie, you would recognize those cuffs that are on her.
Oh.
They were the same ones that Aelia gave to Chewie.
To Chewie.
Yeah.
Let's go inside the shop.
Oh, okay.
But the girl herself is unfamiliar to Chewie at all.
The lady? No.
Is she familiar to me?
No.
I don't think so. That's fine.
She's like, I don't recognize her, but maybe she's just stopping by. Greenflower gets all kinds of people.
Okay, so Theo, you're doing a history check?
I would like to.
Okay.
13.
I mean, I would say definitely, just looking at her, you would recognize she has the same tattoo on her chest that Tinder had.
Yeah, that's why I'm desperately trying to push people in the fucking door.
And Theo listened.
Besides that, I would say, based on just her attire, you would think she looks very fancy, kind of like ball gowny almost. You'd think she's not local to this area. Kind of looks like what people do in the Prime Capital, what they dress like.
Theo doesn't tend to think in that route.
Disregard that then, because if he doesn't think that way, then never mind.
He doesn't think that way, but as he recalls the eye tattoos, he's like, wait a second. Were we ever told Estel? No, he's not saying it.
Okay, I thought he was saying it.
I'm-
Like, no, shut up. This is what Brandy would be
No,
doing.
he's not saying it. It's me. he's thinking, like, I'm asking, were we ever told the cult that Estel was quote-unquote,
I think you were. I think someone had told you it was called The Lasting Eye.
So anyway, Theo suddenly thinks, he's like, wait a second, there's a few people now that have had eye tattoos.
You know specifically Tinder called it a binding tattoo.
Fuck. That is the worst. Oh god. Anyway, so he has that in his mind now, of like, perhaps they are part of that. Anyway, so they go in the potion shop because Theo's listening to Brandy.
Shui went in, but not because he's like concerned at all. He just wants to go shop.
And I would also note that those guards that were next to her, they had the same mask that Flynn had on him, the same kind of mask.
Gross.
And I would also note, just with those passive perceptions, even Brandy would notice there are a lot of people in this town that have those masks.
I don't like that.
But yeah, you guys go into the potion shop. It seems to be pretty scarce, actually. There are a lot of shelves empty, only a couple people kind of wandering around that look a little disappointed and eventually kind of trickle out. New people will kind of look in sometimes, see that there isn't a wide stock, and also exit.
That's probably going to be Shui, honestly.
You see kind of just like a sad dragonborn behind the counter, just kind of like idly watching, a little set of like spectacles on his snout as he's kind of watching people walk in.
This person is familiar to Shui, yes?
I would say it depends. Would Shui have gone into the potion shops?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, they are familiar to you.
Do they have a name?
He goes by Scout.
Hi, Mr. Scout. And Shui's just like, it's really empty in here. Have you been really busy?
You see the dragonborn kind of look over at you and sigh a bit and just be like, "Oh, hello, Shui." "Oh, no, we haven't been busy at all. Not in quite a while, actually. There's just some new taxes in place. My store's been cleared out again."
Taxes?
He nods a bit and he's just like, "Yes, just people coming through from the prime capital. I guess they're preparing for something and needed some stock."
Well, that means you must have sold a lot, right?
"That's not what taxes are, Shui."
Oh, but I thought, is that not what taxes are, Theo?
Huh? He wasn't listening. He was looking at Potion of Healing and seeing how many there were.
There are 10 in the store.
Okay. He's like, huh? What, Shui?
What are taxes?
Theo's face slowly drops. He's like, Shui, I don't think you want me to explain that in depth.
Taxes are boring, that's what they are.
Oh, well then I don't care anymore. Like,
Shui, have you never done your taxes? No. You are in so much trouble. No.
he's never had a job.
Yeah.
Oh, well I'm sorry about the taxes.
Oh, it's fine. It's just for now, I'm sure. Whatever they're excavating or exploring, they'll probably be done soon. It happens every now and again.
Hey, Thea, what does excavating mean?
It means you go to a place and kind of clear it out of things, depending.
Like, explore? I want to go excavating.
They did provide some compensation for me to sell, and he pulls out like this little container behind the counter of those black sapphires that Flynn was trying to give you guys.
Oh, I have one of those.
Why?
They're very valuable, but a lot of people already have them, so they're starting to lose value.
What do they do?
It's just fancy, just aesthetics.
Oh. Just aesthetics?
They're very hard to get. They're from Winaria.
I have a hard time believing they just hand those out willy-nilly.
He said it was just for helping the cause and gave me them to sell.
That sounds like a real convenient excuse. Do you know what they're excavating?
These, he gestures to the black sapphires.
Ah,
The Black Forest is very dangerous. I understand why they would need some extra supplies.
they're in the Black Forest.
That's where these come from. Would you like one?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I was also offered one.
They usually sell for upwards of 1,000 gold apiece, but there's just so many of them now. I can't even get people to take them for a gold.
Shui, kind of looks at Yaya, and he's like, doesn't that look like a great gift for Draga?
Perhaps.
Can you imagine if she used her rock ability to expand that and how much she can make for such a giant sapphire?
She's like, can I have one? Here, I'll pay you.
They're gold apiece.
Gives a gold.
He hands you one.
Nah.
Aww. Jacques is gonna love this. And he pockets it.
Theo kind of wants to take Brandy aside.
Yeah?
Go for it.
So Theo does that, and he's like, I don't know about you, but are you starting to feel strange about that visitor that came to the camp?
Oh, I've been feeling real bad about that whole situation already, yeah. And the more we learn, the more and more it feels like those two enemies, quote-unquote, weren't necessarily as on bad terms as they said.
And, was it just me thinking, being paranoid, or that lady outside with the... Did you see that?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get inside.
Tinder also had...
Mm-hmm.
I can't help but wonder if it's at all related to that organization that Essel was quote-unquote not a part of.
Maybe. My thought was, she might be our wonderful queen's new, body.
Oh, God. Oh, no. So I suppose steer clear of that and the guards.
Yeah.
If that's the case, with the masks, I feel like they're everywhere.
That's why I'm not feeling too good about those sapphires either.
Right.
Just giving out something worth 1,000 gold, seemingly for no reason, coming out of that forest that the Evergreen came out of. That don't sound right.
Yeah, seems a little... Everything seems suspect.
Yeah.
It might be our paranoia feeding each other, but perhaps we should keep an eye out anyway.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Nod, returns to join with the others.
All right, were you guys buying anything?
Potion of healing, please.
How many?
2.
What do they heal?
It's just a regular potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2.
I'll note how many there are of the other items, too.
What does Hill Giant Strength do?
Let me pull that up again.
Gets you fucking shredded.
Shui's already shredded, you just can't tell.
So Potion of Hill Giant Strength, it changes your strength score to 21 for an hour.
And Heroism?
It casts the spell Heroism.
Which does?
It is a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery, except it would just be you. Until the end of the spell, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your own spellcasting modifier. Let me double check what that is actually, Potion of Heroism, because I know it might actually be a little different. Okay, Potion of Heroism. For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell, but no concentration is required. For Bless, that is whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add it to your attack roll or saving throw. And that would also be for an hour after you drink the Potion of Heroism.
I do like that. But I think it's okay. Going to get a health potion.
Okay, just one?
Just one.
I would like to purchase the Potion of Heroism. Let me just... And then he looks at his wallet and sees he doesn't have enough money. He's like, oh. He just puts it back with his head down.
Did you especially want that, Avaya?
No, it's alright.
Are you sure? I have more gold than I thought.
No, we should save it just in case. I already bought myself a new suit of armor, I think. That's enough.
Yeah, if you're sure.
I'm already full of heroism. No.
Completely full, up to the brink. I don't know why I considered this. No.
In fact, I could make a potion of heroism if I just sweat enough. No.
Ugh.
God.
That's vile.
Ew.
Are you proud of yourself?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Gross.
Avay's actual response will be, I am absolutely sure. Don't worry about it.
Alright, Avaya. If you say so.
Hey, do y'all want to check out that Hall of Fame that they had here? That seemed kind of interesting.
They have a Hall of Fame?
From what I was seeing on the signs.
Wait, Shuey, how did you not know this?
It must be new. That wasn't Here the last time, I want to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed.
What if Master Dashi's in the Hall of Fame? Do you think Yaya's in the Hall of Fame too?
He better be.
That would be interesting. See what they said about you if you're there.
That would be exciting. I'm hoping to see Merlin.
Oh.
All right, and with that, your group of 4 starts to make their way towards the Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much to our patrons, Vessel, Mr. Bakudan, and Jessica Long. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to leave a like and comment. Hey, were you watching? Everyone got such cool new outfits today. But with Master Dashi on trial, there's no way I can get distracted now. I think I'm going to take a bit more time to make sure mine looks just right. I think I'll just wear my new armor under my hoppy for now. See you soon, fellow Sparks.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption.